Hey there, football fans. Today, we're diving into the Pittsburgh Steelers' recent training camp activities, where they've been putting in the work and bringing in some interesting names. Now, let's break down who these players are and what their presence means for the team. First up, we have Xavier, a defensive end who was picked in the 5th round of the 2024 NFL Draft by the Arizona Cardinals. Thomas has some impressive stats on paper, with 17.5 career college sacks. However, what's really interesting is that he hasn't recorded a tackle in an NFL regular season game since his rookie campaign. So, is he a hidden gem or a project player? Well, that's what the Steelers are hoping to find out. Personally, I think his RAS score of 6.79 is a bit of a red flag, but the Steelers are taking a chance on him. What makes this really interesting is the potential for Thomas to develop into a solid rotational player, especially if he can translate his college success to the NFL. In my opinion, his lack of regular season experience could be a challenge, but the Steelers are betting on his raw talent. Next, we have Donovan, a safety who was drafted in the 6th round of the 2019 NFL Draft by the Dallas Cowboys. Wilson spent most of his NFL career under the guidance of Mike McCarthy, and his best year came in 2022, with 101 tackles, 5 sacks, 1 interception, and 2 passes defensed. Now, at 31 years old, he's looking to make a fresh start with the Steelers. What makes this really interesting is the potential for Wilson to contribute immediately, especially in a leadership role. From my perspective, his experience and proven track record make him a valuable addition to the team. However, the Steelers will need to manage his playing time and ensure he stays healthy, as he's coming off a season where he started 15 games for the Cowboys. Then there's Cornell Powell, a wide receiver who was drafted in the 5th round of the 2021 NFL Draft by the Kansas City Chiefs. Powell had a standout season in his final collegiate year, with 882 receiving yards and 7 touchdowns. However, he's yet to make an impact in the NFL, appearing in just 3 games, mostly on special teams. The Steelers are giving him a chance to prove himself, and what makes this really interesting is the potential for Powell to become a reliable target for the team's quarterbacks. In my opinion, his speed and size make him a valuable asset, and the Steelers are hoping he can develop into a consistent contributor. However, he'll need to beat out some tough competition for a roster spot. Finally, we have Mukuamu, a safety who was signed by the Steelers after a stint with the Dallas Cowboys. Mukuamu has some experience in the NFL, but he's yet to make a significant impact. What makes this really interesting is the potential for Mukuamu to become a key special teams player, which is an area where the Steelers have been looking to improve. From my perspective, his signing is a low-risk, high-reward move, and the Steelers are hoping he can contribute on special teams while also developing into a more consistent player. So, what does all this mean for the Steelers? Well, it's clear that they're taking a chance on some players with potential, but also some risk. The Steelers are looking to add depth and competition to their roster, and these players could be key contributors in the future. However, it's also important to note that the Steelers have a history of bringing in players with high potential, and not all of them have lived up to expectations. So, the question remains, can these players make an impact with the Steelers, or will they be just another name on the roster? In my opinion, the Steelers are taking a calculated risk, and only time will tell if it pays off. But one thing is for sure, the Steelers are always looking to improve, and these players are a part of that effort. So, what do you think? Who are the most intriguing players on the Steelers' radar, and what do you think their potential impact could be? Let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more football analysis and insights.